Central Kyiv was in flames late Tuesday after police advanced to dismantle protester camps. The clashes have been the deadliest in the 3-month-long confrontation. Some Ukrainians are demanding the resignation of President Viktor Yanukovych for choosing closer ties with Russia instead of the European Union. EU Foreign Policy Chief Catherine Ashton called for an immediate end to the bloodshed.
I call upon President Yanukovych, the government, together with the leaders of the opposition, to find an immediate way out of this deepening crisis and to continue the work to find a way to solve the political crisis through dialogue. As I've said on each of the visits I've made, the European Union stands ready to help in any way that we can.
The US government sent a similar message to Kyiv Tuesday. German Foreign Minister Frank-Walter Steinmeier said it is up to the security forces to defuse the situation.
And I say explicitly, those who are in these hours responsible for decisions which lead to more bloodshed must also know that the restraint that Europe has imposed on itself with regard to decisions about personal sanctions, that this decision will definitely be reconsidered.
Analysts say Moscow's financial aid to Ukraine is an important reason that President Yanukovych has sided with Russia, noting the European Union has not yet provided assistance. Klaus Lares is a professor of international relations at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill.
Until now, the EU has talked nicely, has promised all sorts of things, but has not actually offered hard cash. While Russia, of course, has offered $2 billion to Ukraine. They've bought Ukrainian bonds worth $2 billion, and that is something Ukraine desperately needs. So I think money needs to come forward from the EU if they want to stand a chance to turn the country more towards the EU.
Lares says talks between the government and opposition are important because the protests are not likely to bring about Mr. Yanukovych's resignation.
And we shouldn't overlook, and sometimes the Western media overlooks that Yanukovych is a democratically elected leader. He was elected by free elections in 2010. He has changed the constitution in his favor, and he has balked on going back to a more parliamentary system.
Lares says despite last month's resignation of Ukraine's pro-Russian prime minister, Russia will continue to play a role in cash-strapped Ukraine. He says Moscow's latest $2 billion credit will go a long way to ensuring that happens. Zlatica, Hoke, VOA News, Washington.